So now we need to protect the scholars. Let's regroup at the Wildspire Waste.
Okay. Got it?
We've waited this long to get our hands on the evidence we need. Don't get us killed now, Hunter!
I hardly slept a wink last night. I'm so excited to go out and see this new piece of evidence.
The slag was found in the desert area of the Wildspire. Guide us there safely, partner. One thing's for sure, the environment here is completely different from the ancient forest.
Yes, the Wildspire Waste features a mixture of dry land and swamps, which naturally supports its own unique ecosystem.
Hey, look! A waterfall!
The water filters down through the sand and collects in the lower areas, thus creating a mire.
Oh, great. We get to go uphill now.
Come on now, my dear handler, put your back in it.
Look at that insect. Is that some type of beetle?
The wildlife here are quite resilient creatures. They have adapted excellently to the dry climate.
Even the plants have learned to survive. The fruit scattered throughout the area has a hard shell that helps retain moisture.
Dear me, we made it. Can we have a break now?
Look, the Wildspire. That's where we'll find what we came for.
But we still have a ways to go.
Well, on we go. Actually, downhill might be worse. This is so heavy.
Did you hear that?
Everyone, be careful. Mind checking it out for us there, partner?
Oh, dear me! A Rathian!
Jumpin' Jackies! A Rathian!
You know what this means, my friends. In times like these, it is important to stay calm.
And run for your life!
Go, go, go! Just move on through! You might be able to use your slinger to create some kind of noise and distractor.
Run for your life!
Phew. That was horrifyingly close.
Hell hath no fury like a Rathian scorn. Well, like any Rathian, actually.
But she could provide the commission with valuable data. Hunter, I couldn't trouble you for a sample, could I?
I was aware that Zora Magdaros was an enormous beast, but I am in shock over how gargantuan it really is.
Yes, it certainly seems to exceed the measurements in all the guild's writings.
I wonder, how many years does it take for a beast like this to grow to such an enormous size?
Wait. Why are they running?
They look scared.
See? When Apceros feel threatened, they assume a defensive posture.
Whatever's out there, it could be a danger to us too. We have to be careful. Finally, I thought we'd never get here.
Look at it. Glorious. It is absolutely massive. What a magnificent specimen.
We're almost there. Keep it up.
The evidence is within sight! You've done a fine job, Hunter!
Let's see what kind of present Zora Magdaros has left for us.
Keep pushing! Oh, look over there! Another clue!
Me first. Eureka!
Jumping jaggies! Eat a barrel! Run for your life!
Follow me.
Glad you're back. Oh, don't worry. I found a safe place for the scholars to hide. I guess I'll go round them up. Wait for us back at camp.
You there. Are you part of the Fifth Fleet? Then that means the Elder Crossing is upon us again. The years fly by faster than I can count them. I too am a hunter of the First Fleet. Might I trouble you to share your tale with me? Let's find a suitable place. So, my old friends are well. Praise be. It sounds like the good scholars are as incorrigible as ever. Might I ask, are you tracking the monster that dropped that massive slag? I as well. It seems so easy. Follow the trail, find the truth. Well, it has been a pleasure. Nearby you will find my camp. I trust it will be of some avail. To you and the others. Please pass a message on to the commander that I am safe. But a force compels me on, and I intend to see where it takes me. If you too feel so compelled, then we will cross paths again at the end of all of this.
Was that who I think it was?
Good to see you. Okay. Head to the Wildspire Waste immediately. Ha. Thank you.
Good to see you. Good luck.
The goal of this quest is to capture the monster. You'll fail the quest if you slay it, so be careful. The supplies you need to capture a monster are on site. Make absolutely sure you have tranq bombs. That one's a must. You can change your weapons and armor here. Make sure you're always prepped and ready for what comes next. You can use the item box to manage your inventory. Are you okay?
Head to the Wildspire Waste immediately.
Can you hear me? I think you're just basically talking to it. No button at all. It's like hands free. Alright, for some reason I cannot hear you, so you're gonna have to show me how to do this. For some reason it won't let you speak. But try again. I cannot hear you if you're talking, so it's your check your settings.
Head to the Wildspire Waste immediately.
We do have Discord, you know.
Yeah, I guess that works too, but I have so many things open I didn't even think about it.
Oh, that's fine. Now,
Okay.
this is not a hard game when you get used to it.
It's just super janky. It's so
Oh, yeah.
janky. The port is so bad.
Well, no, it's not. It's not that bad. They actually did a pretty good job. Just
They don't even
something-
have controller support for a game that plays better on controller.
Well,
You have to use the Steam controller support.
the problem is, I think people demanded it to come out too soon, and they probably felt it wasn't ready. So, anyway, how does the making capture thing work?
Okay, so whenever you go on a capture mission, you want to check this box and make sure you get basic items. And then there's these two items it shows you. One is tranquilizer bombs, and the other is the actual trap. You want to just grab those and then also grab the trap box because that will give you, that's just free ingredients for later use.
Alright.
So, did you grab them both?
Yeah, all it let me have was the trap box. So.
Then
I need
you
to
already
find-
have the other two.
Yeah.
So, let me see. Let me grab it. So the trap will set up in a couple of seconds. I'll use mine real quick so you can see what it looks like. But the way these missions work is you have to get them really low to the point they're limping. Don't try and trap them until they're limping. Once they're limping, you have to run in front of them, put down the trap, and once they're basically stunned for a couple seconds, that's when you switch to your tranquilizer bomb that it gives you, and you use that a couple of times. It's 2 or 3 times until it knocks it out and the question is finished. So,
Alright.
which one are we hunting again?
The bird that likes to steal things.
Okay, that's going to be up in 8, I believe. Yeah, 8. I was in her hunting this one for a long time.
Well, yeah, it took me a while to find this thing then when I first started playing, because I was like,
Oh, it's right there.
oh, that's quick.
So how you liking the axe?
Oh, I love it. I like it better than the lance.
Yeah, The lance is really boring because you move so slowly. I mean, you're not going to get hurt when you're using it, but...
Yeah.
He will be a little bit harder since I'm here.
Harder to capture them?
Well, they'll have more life and they'll hit harder and move faster. So are you just doing the quest or trying to get pieces off of him?
I'm basically doing the quest, but I'll later go into the sandbox and get more parts from him. He's easy to solo, so
yeah.
I just come to certain places solo and just farm pieces off them.
Yeah, there's this one I was farming earlier today. It's a little later on, it's like 2 more monsters after...
The Barab?
Or 2 more quests before you fight him. But he's probably easier than this guy in my opinion. Because he hardly moves.
Is he the mud monster?
The mud one, yeah.
Yeah, I fought him. He wasn't that, he wasn't the kind of herbivores. Oops. When do you get that research, that garden thing with the bugs and stuff? I've watched other people
Research
play this.
what?
I watch other people play this. They have, later down the line, they have a farm or something for bugs and herbs and so on.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far yet, so I don't know.
I want that, so, because it's hard to find herbs sometimes.
Yeah.
I just found
A lot of it is, yeah, a lot of it is memorizing the map, and once you memorize, like, that, you memorize, like, what maps have what.
I was told the guns actually do weapons.
The gun is really good. It has a learning curve because of all the ammo and stuff you mess with, and you gotta know what to bring, or else the gun will become useless. All these other dinosaurs are getting in the way.
Dinosaurs! What? I'm broken. That happened quick. I'm surprised his tail hasn't come off yet. Ow. Alright. I'll watch you do it.
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to get that buff off. I have no
What
idea
weapon?
if it's giving you the buffs too.
What weapon is that?
It's the, I think it's called the battle horn. It's basically the hammer, but it uses music. And depending on how you swing it, you play different notes, and then your one, like, main, like, special move button, it'll play it. And depending on which order you attacked in, it'll do different buffs and stuff. It's fun.
Forgive me, I'm mining here because I have research stuff.
Oh, I was doing the same thing.
I like the research stuff. It's really helpful. Oh, bounty is complete. Yay! He's kind of far.
Yeah. Really ran.
Now, I watched someone do the Final Fantasy event.
Oh?
Yeah, the behemoth is insane.
On PS4?
Yeah, he did it on PS4.
Got it.
Yeah, people are a little angry that there's no crossplay, but I did say if there was, it wouldn't be on Sony.
Oh, yeah.
But others would do it. Nintendo would do it because the Switch would connects to everything almost.
Right. And it's funny when Nintendo is the one doing crossplay now.
When it ain't used to. Was he not limping? Ouch.
Did you see him limping at all when he ran off?
No,
you
I
have
didn't.
to be
He
careful
ran
not
up
to
pretty
kill
quick.
him.
He ran up pretty quick. But anyway, put down your trap. See if it happens, because...
Oh, we have to be careful because once we put down one trap and he gets shot, then he has a duration where he's immune to it.
Ah.
So you don't want to use
I sadly
it too
don't
soon.
have a trap, so you're the only one that does.
I'm like half paying attention to him.
And when they're normally weak, don't they normally go to their nest? This ain't their nest.
Yeah, usually. Okay, yeah,
he's
he's
not
not weak
limping.
yet.
Ooh, honey.
Oh wait, now he's limping. What the heck? That's weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me
we
switch
need
to the
do
trap. I got it. So like that, now he's frozen. Then you just equip tranquilizer bombs. I'll take a couple,
Oh, there we go.
and boom, that's how you capture them.
You can't carve materials from a captured
Later on,
monster.
though, there'll be some
However,
monsters that
you
are
will
immune to
receive
different
more
kinds
rewards
of
than usual once the quest is over.
traps, and some you have to use environmental traps, like dropping rocks on them and stuff in order to trap them.
Ah.
Or even taking a weapon that has some kind of paralyzing effect.
Makes sense. Anyway, it's pretty easy to make this stuff because I just... Oh. Got a lot of bones. My special rewards are a bone, a beak, and a scale.
Yeah. Another thing you can do is when you're... If you're looking to build a certain thing or get a certain item, but you don't have the ingredient,
Yeah.
there's a button to put it on your wish list, and then it just puts on what you need, so you can always check that. Can't
I
remember
captured my
how
first
you check it.
monster. Hunters
Did you get
United.
achievement for it?
I got three achievements.
Nice. So, you played multiplayer, you captured your first monster, and I don't know what the third one would be.
Yeah, it's the one thing I don't like is the multiplayer because it seems it doesn't work so well.
Yeah, previous multiplayer was nothing to boast about, but it was even better than this. Like, this multiplayer is so confusing just to play with someone.
Well,
when before you just go to a special hub and boom, you're in multiplayer and
I
doing
heard you're
everything.
working on it. I heard you're
I
working
hope
on
so,
a lot of stuff because I
Did you see the
Capcom-
reviews for it?
Oh yeah, a lot of people
It's
actually
at
love
mixed right now. That's bad.
it. Yeah, not for Capcom. It's like one of the most popular games they ever made.
Oh yeah. I mean, they took a huge leap leaving Nintendo's to do this. That's why a lot of the mechanics have changed because they were no longer under Nintendo's little protection. So they had to really innovate to make it so a large audience would play it. It was basically go big or go home.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, well, I gotta head back out and do some things, but that's the basis of capture. And you're probably going to mess up a couple times, but
yeah,
that's how it
So, I just need to find the items and basically it'll be easier to capture.
Yeah, let me see. Actually, let's go back to the main hub and I can show you one more thing real quick. I'll go over to the workshop.
Right now, I kind of got some full stuff because for some reason, ammo likes to take a lot of your
Head to the
parts.
Wildspire Waste immediately.
Inventory?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Ammo has its own inventory. And then normal items have their own inventory, so it's not, you don't have to worry about that.
Now, what does capturing a large monster do exactly?
So capturing a large monster is you have the chance to get more rare items, like items you don't usually get. Like there'll be items you'll be farming for forever, and the best way to farm those ones, like let's say the rare piece of this monster is a chest piece, and usually the only way to get it is if you're using a hammer and you have to break its chest armor, and that's the only way to get it otherwise. Capture makes it so that you have a chance to get that without having to switch weapons.
Well, I noticed that the axe kind of breaks everything. Because it looks
yeah.
like it has a blunt spot, but it doesn't break the tail.
There are some weapons that will do it better than others. Like mine and the hammer are amazing blunt damage, so they will break things. While sword, any kind of sword and everything will do slicing damage, so like cutting off tails or limbs or something like that.
So I'm here at the smithy, like you said. What do you need me to do?
So go to your box and go to craft list, and then you can, at the very top it'll show craft list and then craftables. Craftables shows what you have stuff to craft.
Okay,
and then crafting list shows everything.
Okay, craftable.
So if you're ever craftable, like I said, is going to show you things you already have ingredients for and can make. Crafting list will show you everything. So if you're looking for something that you need or you want to make and you don't know how to make it, just look through crafting list for that item, and then it will show. Let's say like
check mark it and then you can get it.
Check marking it makes it will automatically craft it, and it says it at the bottom. It'll automatically craft it.
Okay.
But if you go to it, it'll show you what's missing and what you need to build it, so you can keep that for reference.
I need ivy and a net.
Need
ivy
what?
And spider webs. I need ivy and spider webs. So you can add.
Yeah, you'll find those in like caves and stuff.
So you can add those to wish lists?
Items you can't. Items you can't, like combination, because you can just look those up in your inventory. When you press pause, it's crafting list. It's the first option.
Okay.
I forgot about that. I don't know why. But if you're looking, trying to build a certain item set, like if you go to the forge, go to the forge equipment, for example, and you want to build the helmet of the monster we just fought, you just go down to it. It'll show you all the parts, and then at the very bottom it shows wish list. So if you're looking to get that but you don't know which part you need, put that on your wish list, and then you can add it and it'll say when you got that item.
Okay,
and then when you get back permission.
Okay, what's the helm called?
No, I'm just talking about like any piece.
Oh.
Like if you're looking, like if you want to build a certain set of armor, but you don't have pieces, you can add that piece to your wish list by pressing whatever the button is. It's Y for me on the controller.
Okay, like the looks like the Kulu stuff is not that better than a bone.
The tiers from what I've seen is the further down the armor is, the better it's going to be.
So if I go farm
like leather's at the top.
So if I go farm Burroff, I can make his entire armor.
Yeah. So like looking at Barroth right now, like the helmet, it's saying you need the ridge, the tail, the claw, and the shell.
I got the tail, and I got the tail, and I got everything else except the ridge.
Yeah, the ridge is going to be his head, basically. Another way you can look how to get the piece from the monster is you look at, let me see, is it map? Let's see.
The mud is pretty easy to get from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's basically all over anywhere he is. So you'll pause, you'll go over to info, which is the middle selection item, and you go to Hunter's Notes. Hunter's Notes will basically all the information this game can give you. There's the map, monster field, weapon controls, so if you're interested in other weapons, you can see all their combos. Monster field, you'll go to that. And it'll show you all the monsters you've hunted and research level. Make sure whenever you're tracking them, pick up every track so that these level up. Because then it will tell you in more depth what you need to...
like the Jaggerus, I've only got that all the way up.
Yeah, so there's the ecology, I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Where it just shows basic information, and then you can go over the philology, and then it'll show you stuff like its elements, its weaknesses, its what it's weak against, what you can hit it with, what different parts will give you what piece.
The Jaggerus is like vulnerable to everything.
Yeah, it's the first monster. That's to be expected.
Yeah, the weak points.
And like,
weak points.
And then it shows you.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, it shows the weak points, which weapons do best against that weak point, and then one more over shows you what those points give. Okay. So like his head will give you the great, his main, his basically, I don't know what to call that. His stomach will give you the hide, his arms will give you the claws, so on and so forth. So if we go down to the Baroth, his weak points are his head, or his arms and his tail are the most vulnerable.
And nothing really can hurt the tail that well.
Yeah, and some monsters will be like that, like be a pain to fight. And if you're looking for, it looks like that piece of him, the ridge. Let me see it. Does it even show it on here? It does, but I don't think I have enough research for it to show me where it drops from.
Yeah, I need to go back and do that, but I want to focus on getting I want to keep killing the Jaggerus for a while, get all his stuff, then do the. I'm a completionist, so I want to. The monster I really didn't like fighting was the Pookie Pookie. It was kind of annoying.
I wouldn't worry too much about low-level creatures because you're going to replace the armor really fast.
Uh-huh.
And then later on, after that, you'll be fighting basically New Game Plus monsters.
Yeah, the
So
elder
you'll be
monsters
going
that
back
you
to fighting
can't-
the easier ones.
Uh-huh.
And you'll be getting better armor sets that way, so...
Yeah. So basically you finish the storyline and then...
The best way to do it, or the funnest I've had, is just kind of go and do whatever you want. If you want a certain armor set because it looks cool, or because you like it, or it has a special strength against a certain monster you're having trouble with, and go get that set, and then go to the next monster. It all really depends on how you want to play it, but try not to grind every armor set, or you might grind yourself to death. You'll get annoyed of it.
This is me. We're talking about Drago. I led the cog for 10 years. Do you think doing this?
Yeah. You make a good point. But yeah, I'm just saying, don't wear yourself out on the simple.
Well, I play WoW, and some people said that's grindy.
It is.
Not to me, because I played it for a long time. But I'm trying to get. Your tree. I can make the other. I can make the next. Wait, that's the great Jaguar tree. Okay, Jagras. I need to get something here for to make the next part of the next upper part of the Jagras.
Let me see.
I had the axe, so I'm down to the great Jagish tree. That's the weapon I'm using. Then there's the bone tree. But I want to complete the set and get the next part, so I need something I don't even know what they are. I got the first two parts, the claws and the
If
mane.
it's showing a question mark, you're probably not at that part of the game yet.
Ah, okay.
Because it'll show you the item you need if you can get it. If you can't get it, it'll just be a question mark.
Alright.
And you're not far enough yet.
Makes sense.
So...
The
But once you discover it, it'll show
weapons. Okay, the Baroff axe looks insanely nice. I need a ridge. I need 2 ridges from him, and then I can make it.
Baroff, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like farming the others first, and getting all the weapons that they have, because I actually been told by a guy that streams this game now and then, get all the weapons you can, all the variations. Because weaker versions can be stronger.
Yeah, for weapons, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he told me. And he said that...
Because...
Go on.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
What I was saying is armor's not as important because the whole point of the game is you'll learn to dodge and not take hits. So if you're good at that, armor's not as big of a deal. There are some way later.
There's some Elder Dragons that would beg to differ, of course, but...
Yeah, but that's later in the game, and you won't have to worry about that for a while.
How later in the game?
But, I would say if you're really going at it, grinding, doing everything right, at least 30 hours.
Oh, that's fine with me, but thankfully, I won't be doing that much because BFA comes out soon in.
Yeah.
Battle for Azeroth.
But yeah, I'll probably be playing that too and switching off.
But yeah, I'll come on here now. I'll come on here and basically do some stuff and then go back to WoW. But I'm happy you don't have to pay for this game, because if you had to pay for it, I would not play it. I mean, like,
what do you mean
pay a
have to
monthly
pay for
fee.
this? Oh, for this game. Yeah, I mean, I probably would because I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan and I love how it plays.
Oh, I love Monster Hunter too. I played the PlayStation version, PlayStation 3.
I didn't play that far back. The first time I played it was on the Wii. Monster Hunter Tri.
I played Monster Hunter I played Monster Hunter on PlayStation 2 and 3, and then on the Game Boy Advance. But the thing is, this game feels more like a challenge than the others, and Capcom has done a good job at it. But the issue is, I don't think the port was ready, but I do know they're working around the clock to fix it.
Yep. And I think they are.
It's Capcom,
because
of course they're fixing it.
a lot of people are mad. They're like, "Oh, this isn't a good port. They've had so much time to work on it. Why aren't they doing well?" The thing was, at the very beginning, they said they've never even dealt with PC. They've never had to. They've dealt with Wii their entire careers, and so the PC is a whole nother beast to get stuff working for. So
And
that's why I'm not too worried about it.
And I think people are too entitled to actually understand that.
Yeah.
But the game is actually really popular, and the reason that it has bad reviews is because some people don't have the requirements to play it, and they're angry at that.
Oh yeah, I mean I can understand the frustration because the game is, from what I've seen, badly what's the word? Ported, I guess. It's badly ported to the PC. It does have a lot of issues.
And it had half a year to fix this, but
yeah.
people need to understand. Even reviewers said this. You need to understand. They have never done this before. This is the first time Capcom has ever done any of their games on.
Yeah.
Except Street Fighter on
not Capcom themselves. Capcom has done ports, but Capcom themselves are really bad at ports. They've always been really bad at ports with their games. The main company who's
doing this,
I can't remember the name, but the main company that's under Capcom who works specifically on Monster Hunter are the ones who are working on it.
Yeah, and I don't think they like the how entitled Steam players are.
Oh yeah, that's the PC market.
But the thing is,
sadly enough.
But the thing is, they've already said they're working on fixes, and they said a lot of them are going to take a while because they have no idea what's wrong.
Yeah, the thing is, I've played a lot of games. I've played a lot of bad games. I played a lot of good board games. This is nowhere near Horror War.
Champions Online for one.
Yeah.
It's getting better, but this is not a bad port. I can use the keyboard.
It's not the worst port, that's for sure.
No,
that's not the worst port.
Sonic Generations
the one
was
thing.
Port.
Oh my goodness. The one thing I feel is a little silly not to have optimized at launch is controller options for this game, because that's like having Dark Souls have no controller support.
Yeah. But
I can that's the one thing.
I can understand why it hasn't happened, but we'll see this game getting more and more better reviews later down the line. But they just need time.
I know it will.
But
I have heard that the PC. I have heard the PC version. A lot of people are having a lot of connection issues. Like the connection is a nightmare right now, and that's another key point of the game, which is playing with other hunters. Definitely down the line.
Well, the issue
so
is,
those are the two key things I've seen people mad about.
The thing is, I don't think a lot of people have actually said they're not even used to how Steam works, and
yeah,
Steam takes a lot of your time to make it better. At least they're not having nasty game reviewers going after them and saying that they lied and all that. No, they had half a year to do this. It's one of the best ports I've seen, and I know some things are missing, but at least it's a playable game.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's not a bad port. It works. It's good actually, but it does have flaws. I mean,
of course, every port's gonna have flaws. I think there's only a few games that have been ported flawlessly, but that takes a lot of time
and experience. And
I've heard people defending these guys, even people who played on the PlayStation. They actually have said These guys have never done PC before. They've always been under Nintendo's tail. And this is the first time they ever got out of Nintendo's tail.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. Like, they're just so used to how Nintendo systems work that they haven't really messed with anything else.
I heard the PlayStation version is even worse.
At launch?
No, it's even worse. But
Right now?
Xbox version, yeah, the Xbox version, no, is amazing apparently. Because it's Microsoft,
That's
and
interesting.
Microsoft probably helped them with it.
Oh yeah.
Valve is not good at doing that.
Yeah. The one thing I will say though, if it wasn't for Steam having a controller support for Monster Hunter, I probably wouldn't be playing it. I could not play this game on mouse and keyboard.
I have no
Just like I
issues, as
couldn't
you
play
can tell.
Dark Souls on. Well, I'm just so used to playing games like these on controllers. That's like to me, it's like trying to play a fighter game on keyboard. Like
Yeah,
something like Tekken or something like that.
Now, I am a console gamer too, but I mostly play stuff on PC now because I'm getting tired of buying these consoles, and and then they want to make the next few consoles discless, and you have to pay a fee to buy games, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy a console anymore if we go on that route.
I do like the idea of what Microsoft is doing. Their idea is to kind of be the Netflix of games, where you just buy like a monthly subscription and you can play whatever you want. And it's just right there. I mean, if that's a really cool idea, honestly. That way you're not spending tons of money for buying each game separately, and it kind of goes back to that
You can still do
renting
it, but
game mentality.
you can still buy the game, and they still let you buy it and you own it, but you can also rent them. But I find owning stuff a lot better than renting, because you don't know how you don't know how long it's going to be going, and Microsoft might get rid of it sooner or later, and that's the thing about it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's always true. It's like, it would be the same thing as Netflix. Netflix is an amazing movie experience. You can watch whatever you want, and they have a lot of great shows you can watch whenever without having to buy each thing individually. If they pulled that off with games, awesome. But just like Netflix, that one show you like, you might just be taken off randomly to make room for another one. And so they can only license so many things for their monthly budget.
And Microsoft might have to do the same thing, because Microsoft is kind of losing money thanks to Windows 10.
Yeah. Well, not Windows 10. I think it's Xbox that's mostly losing money. Like, they're fine in the computer department. It's their console, because one, they don't have exclusives, and all their exclusives have been bad so far.
Oh, I'm sure.
And PS4 is sitting there with all these titles coming out one after the other that people want to play. Like, I can't remember, what is God of War's PS4 exclusive, right? It's a PS4.
Yeah.
Sony. Yeah, there's God of War. There's The Last of Us. There's what's the other one that's by Naughty Dogs?
Speaking of The Last of Us, what did you think of E3 this year?
What it showed?
What did you think
Before
of
The
E3
Last of
in
Us?
general, how bad it was?
Compared to the other ones, it wasn't the worst. It
Well,
wasn't as cringy as I thought it would be. I mean, Sony's beginning was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But they just showed a couple games, and they showed just the games.
Well,
so
a lot
I
of
was
people
happy
didn't
with
like
that.
the fact. A lot of people, even the LGBT community, didn't like the fact that Ellie is kissing ladies now, and then it goes to killing, then it goes to killing someone. I'm like, wow, you guys are kinda not sure how to handle this, are you?
From what I remember, because I haven't played the DLC for the first Last of Us, but that was actually a callback to DLC from the game that already happened,
Mhm.
and it was just transitioning it to the second game.
Yeah.
And so
Anyway,
that was nothing new, but
I'm gonna take a break, but I
okay.
wanted
Yeah, I
to-
gotta go actually. So
Yeah. What server you want for WoW anyway?
I'm on my friends. He's transferred my characters over, so I'll probably be playing on Moonguard.
I'm Moonguard too.
Okay.
We had the Cognatus on Horde side. It used to be on Alliance, but we moved to Horde because we felt it would make more sense having it be a Tauren tribe.
I'm actually leveling a Tarn right now, the High Mountain. I want their armor set.
I love the High Mountain. I have a high level monk.
Oh, nice. Right now, though, I'm playing Alliance with my friend because he paid to transfer me over to Moonguard and everything. So
I have Alliance too. Blue Rose is on. Blue Rose is a Worgen, and I RP her like Blue Rose, and she is actually the same character, just not an elemental wolf.
Cool. I don't know what I'm going to play, though. I mean, I might end up playing Horde later once. Because my favorite class is the Druids, and with them having all the dinosaurs.
Druids. Yeah, you want the Zandalari
Oh, yeah.
Druids.
I want the dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah, I do too. Yeah, I have never made a Druid in my life, but ever since I saw that, I was like, ooh, I want that.
Yeah, they're fun, but they're very jack of all trades, so they're not amazing in anything. Except apparently the Feral Druid is kind of OP at the moment.
But yeah, when I'll come back. It's a bit late. It's like 9 o'clock, and I like to play games like this when I'm not so tired, and because I feel like my reflexes are better. So in the morning, I'm gonna do a lot of farming before I complete the quest line.
Yeah, this is a very farmy game, but I feel like it does the farming the best. Like, it makes farming fun.
Also,
which a lot of games struggle with.
When you fight the behemoth and win, you get to turn your cat into a Moogle.
Really? I did not know that.
And then you get to turn your
There's a lot about this game. Oh, I forgot. There's a lot that I didn't even look into this game after it came out because I just wanted to wait for the PC version so I could play it. Because the worst thing about me is spoilers. If there's like anything, even if the story is super simple and stupid, if I see the ending or how it ends or anything, I'll stop playing.
This is one of the best stories I've seen so far.
Hello.
Well, that's not saying much for Monster Hunter, since its previous storylines there's a big monster, go kill it, and that's basically been its storyline.
Well, this storyline is basically go learn about a giant monster the size of a mountain.
Yeah, like Monster Hunter 3 had a storyline, and it was there's an ancient monster, go kill it. It's destroying our village, and that was get strong enough and then go kill it, and then that was it. That was the entire storyline.
This storyline seems to have more bite to it. Basically, you're here on an island learning about why these elder dragons are migrating.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see.
Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, see ya.
I'll bug you to help me
available,
again I'll bug you to help me again if you want to do another capture. But I see the point of capturing seems a bit silly because you can actually break a lot of the stuff pretty easily off of certain monsters. Because I kind of thought you do this arena stuff and then you can fight them again. But
oh, that's my call. I gotta go. But yeah, capturing is one easy way, so you don't have to switch weapons to be more effective at something. And I think there are some rewards later down the line that you can only get through capturing. because capturing them becomes super difficult to do, and so some things you can only get to capturing. Right now, it's not that big of a deal, but later in the game, it is.
All right, you take care.
So,
I'm not gonna keep you. I'm not gonna keep you anymore.